Welcome back to Griffin Indiana 22 for episode 20 with me, MrSealyp. As you can see, as you've maybe already seen, we are into April. We've got more rain coming, great. April showers, but at midnight, when we went from March 3 to April 1, the contract board lit up. If we go and have a look, we've got these two completed. So I picked up, well, the fertilising contracts you've already seen. The fertilising contracts on field 8 paid out 36 grand. So that time I spent making my own fertiliser, that didn't cost me a penny. Didn't have to borrow equipment, had my own equipment because I bought the fertiliser spreader. So I've done 3 fertilising contracts. And then these baling contracts popped up. So 31 and 33 I've done. That's this field here, 31, and 33 all over there. Both of those required hay bales to go to Larson's. Now, we had a load of equipment, which I borrowed. This is sitting on 115 bales total. So for both fields, it came in 115 bales. That field over there gave us 76 bales. This field gave us 39. To complete this contract, it required 20 bales. To complete that contract, it required 38. So 58 bales in total of 115, which leaves me 57 hay bales at 4,500 litres. So they are here. So when I completed the fertilising contract on field 8, this baling contract turned up here on field 32 for silage bales. Now I want some more silage bales. I've got silage going over at the fermenter, but it's not mega fast. I have a plan forming in my head, something I think I'm going to do. By the end of the episode I'm going to put something in, but I need to get these silage bales made. Now I have changed the capacity from 125 centimetre bales to 150s, which should give me 4,500 litre bales, which means I'll have less bales, which is fine, because when I was doing this contract and that one, I hit my bale limit because I've got a load of bales already stored down at the farm. So I was kind of already there. So these need to go back and be stored. That's 24. Now I should get another 23 off of there, and that's all the hay bales gone. And then whatever silage bales I get. Now the only problem I've got with this one, the silage bales have got to go to the biogas plant. And the biogas plant has a capacity. If I hit the capacity before I complete the contract, I've got to wait for the biogas plant to chug through that silage. So, yeah. Fingers crossed we hit the end of the contract before the biogas plant fills up. If it doesn't, what I'll do is I'll take all the bales down there I'll offload them because I've got a load of bales sat. I've got, we've got a load of silage bales. I'll take all the silage bales down there, and then we'll just keep the biogas plant chugging away on those bales until it comes up contract complete. And then whatever bales are left, I'll keep. I should be able to work it out. Normally when I offload the first load, it tells you how much has been delivered, and I normally then can work out pretty accurately how many bales it's going to take, so I should be able to leave enough there, and it should all work out fine. So I just thought at this point, 10 a.m, April the 1st, I'm going to get this done. We're going to get these bales delivered, take those down, and we're going to put these at the farm. I could probably do with another shelter. I haven't got a cover big enough to put all these hay bales in now. The other option, if I want to get rid of some of the bales in so much as bale limits and that kind of thing, what I could do is I could either get a silo that will shred bales when you put them in, or get myself a feed mixer, lease a feed mixer, chuck all the hay bales in so they basically just get shredded, and then store them into a hayloft or into my silo, because my silo will take hay. I could do that to give me loose product, then I haven't got so many bales knocking around. But I just thought I couldn't I couldn't pass up the chance of not taking these contracts on, because they pay out quite well as well. As you can see, I've got a full load on my new trailer of wood pellets I haven't delivered yet, which I need to take. So I'm kind of racing the rain in a way. What I'm going to do is bale these first, and then I'll take those down. And have I got auto drop it off? Yep. Turn that on. Drops down. So this should be 4,500 litre bales. Oh no, 5s. No, 5.5. Okay, well that's alright. It'll be less bales. It might be working out percentages. It might be a little bit trickier, but that's alright. Oh, that'll wrap there once it goes out of there, won't it? Boom, and then I can carry on. Nice. Right. So it's going to be interesting to see how many we get and how many the contract requires, and then we'll have a load left over. At 5,500 litre bales, can't odds it. I do prefer the Vicon fast bale, only because you can just keep going. You don't have to stop when it unloads it, which does make life a little bit easier, because it has the pre-chamber and that kind of stuff, doesn't it? Let's back that up before it unloads. It's quite a pile we've got here. Unfortunately, and it's very strange, it only happens on this field, and it did last time I did baling on this field, was that it allows you to cut, if you use whatever mower you're using on mowers, you can go right out, you can get quite a way out and cut extra, which means you'll get extra bales. On that field, 33 and 31, it allowed me to go right the way out, all the way around. It allowed me to windrow that all in, onto the field, and then no problem at all for my baling. This one allowed me to cut all the way out, but then wouldn't let me windrow it. When I got the windrow out there, it kept on saying that this is only supposed to be used for contracts. So it's weird that the two outer ones, 31 and 33, allowed it, but field 32 didn't. I don't know, it doesn't matter. We're going to have more bales than the field would normally give you, because I've gone out on the edges, but it's all good. Oh, the other thing I was going to say was we have had an offer come through via Webs, actually. Mr. Webb, so I keep saying Webs, Mr. Webb. And it says, Dear MrSealyp of SealyP Farms, my name is Rob Vincent. I'm the owner and operator of Hawkeye Farms in the plains of Iowa. I have recently been in contact with your neighbour, Mr. Webb, because he's a bit of a scrap merchant, not a dodgy dealer at all. He's a very sound man. He said you may be in the market for some used equipment. To that end, I have authorised him to sell on my behalf one case 2870 300 horsepower, one case International Super 70 2x2 model 7488 235 horsepower. Oh, hang on. One Alice Chalmers, I'm looking to my right, not my bailey. One Alice Chalmers 8550 rated at 302 horsepower, and one Massey Ferguson 4900 with a 3-point link at 375 horsepower. Massey is quite faded, but is a workhorse. Then goes on to say, so I suppose I can pick. My men are on the way to Indiana now. I hope they help. I needed to upgrade some more modern tractors, so I went Fendt. Yours sincerely, Rob Vincent, Hawkeye Farms. Yeah, so I have potentially got the option of, if they come into webs, I can go and have a look at them, make an offer, and maybe we can get ourselves a tractor with more horsepower. Still be oldish tractors and they'll be second hand, but hey, I don't mind that. That's pretty cool. I've got to pay more attention to this. Anyway, yeah, that being said, I'm going to get all this done, get those bales delivered, get these down to the biogas plant, and then we'll see where we stand. I don't know what time that will be, and then I'll move on to the next phase, although probably my thumbnail's already given it away, hasn't it? Probably. At this point, I haven't done the thumbnail, but obviously when you watch this, you will have already seen it. I bought one load of hay bales down. They've gone over to the farm, and then I got the message: no more space for bales. I need to sell some. So I thought I was at 39 bales. I haven't finished baling field 32 yet. So I've bought a full load of 24 down. I don't know if that would be enough or too many. I honestly don't know. I think I can't remember or not. Is whether or not this will unload and take them from in front. If not, I'll have to go and get the wheel loader and we'll put them in like that, but it should do. It normally does. I don't know. We'll see. I honestly can't remember. Did I do silage bales here before? Probably. We're about to find out, I guess. There we go. Oh, there we go. Contract on field 32 finished, and I made 674 unsold bales. So 24 bales was too many, only by a little bit I would imagine, but the contract is complete, so I've got to finish off baling on that field now. Anything that's left is mine. So I mean, I've got 39 already, so that's what, 15, and then I finish off, could end up with another 20 silage bales at 5,500 litres a bale. Tell you what, this baling lark's paying off. Really is. I think I am going to, because I keep hitting the bale limit. I'm hitting the bale limit quicker and quicker now, which obviously I will do because I've got more and more bales I'm keeping. But it does also mean contract-wise, if we go down to our contracts, it's going to rain about 4 o'clock. Sheep's milk still producing, we're doing all right there. We've got some more baling now. I don't think I'm going to do any more baling for the time being. I say that. I could. I've got a weeding one there which I could take on. That's fairly straightforward. I'd have to borrow their equipment. But the thing, I found this. I got caught out before with the weeding. I don't know why the weeding is like this, but look at it. The weeding pays 3,045. Then look at with the leasing equipment. All the other contracts, like that one, pays 3,845. All that equipment, 141 to lease it. That one pays out 7,288. All that equipment, 472 to lease it. The weeding one, 2,165 to lease that equipment. So you make nothing. I mean, again, I guess you're pulling around someone else's equipment around the field. You're making a bit of money. Why should you make mega money? I get it, but you know, it's weird that all the other contracts, the leasing fees aren't that bad, yet the weeding ones, I got clobbered on one of the other ones. Was it field 6 I did? Anyway, that being said, I'm going to finish off this baling, get all the bales back down to the farm, and then we will move on to the next phase. Oh, I need to get rid of those wood pallets, and hopefully get this done before it starts to rain. That's the last thing I want. Here we are then, back down at the farm. I've moved the round hay bales that were over there, so it's just the square ones. So all the hay bales are there. My maths was... I said I'd do one full load of 24, then one of 23. That comes to 47, not 57. Anyway, we've got 57 plus the... I think we had 8 over there. So all the hay bales, round hay bales, are here. And then we've got 17 silage bales off of field 32. I've got 18 bales. So what I did was when I got to the last bit, I knew I wouldn't get enough for a full bale, so I changed the bale size down one. These are all 5,500s. and the last one's a 3,500, but I couldn't put them all on the same bale trailer, so I'll go up and collect that at some point. These, I say these I'm going to use. These are 5.5s. These are 3.5s. So I'm going to use these first because I've got more bales using up capacity, if that makes sense. If each one of those is 5,500, in 17 bales there I've got more silage than I would have in 17 bales here. So I'm going to use these first for what I'm going to do. But what I need to do before I do any of that is we need to complete on these contracts. Let's bump this money up. Complete, complete, complete. I'm not going to take on the weeding contract because until I get my own weeder, that's going to cost me a bomb. I don't think I'm going to do any more baling ones for the time being. I say that and then I'm going to end up doing one, aren't I? Because that's what I do. So 256 grand plus we need to whiz through and bring down our wood pellets. So I'm going to sell the wood pellets and then we're going to move on to the next phase. My fertilising did cause me some dirt to build up on my vehicles, so what we'll do is give them a bit of a spray before I put them away. If we get any more fertilising jobs come up. Weirdly, all the field, well, the field so far, like field 8 was absolutely jam-packed with weeds, small, large, the whole lot. I never got any herbicide jobs. When it rolled over to fertilising, I went over there thinking that's weird, there's some real weeds, and it wasn't. It was like it had been cultivated and sorted out. So I never got the job to do any herbicide work on there, but it was done. So I'm assuming the field's like the one field 12 next to us, I think it is, isn't it? This field here, I think that'll be the same when that rolls round ready for its next contract. I'm assuming I'm going to get seeding jobs and stuff next. I'm assuming that'll get sorted by the farmer, I suppose. So what we'll do then, let's pop this away for the time being. Now I'm not going to lie, in the used vehicles market, I have got 2 tractors have popped up. Me having just said that that Rob's offered me 4 potential tractors I could have a look at and decide if I wanted ones with slightly higher horsepower. I say slightly, they're 170, 175. They're up around the 300s, which is actually pretty good. And it's so I was going to save it just in case I decided to do it, but I need the money for something else. So I'll show you. If we go into here, we've got a Fendt 1100 Vario. That's 511 horsepower. Less than half price. And then next to that, we've got a 9R. Exactly half price. That one's only 462 horsepower. I don't know. The prices are incredible, but I just don't need them at the moment, and I need the money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whiz through. Yeah, so something the round bales have gone from here. I'll probably at some point bring these square bales more to the edge and give myself a bit more room under there. I don't know, maybe. Go and grab the Jeep. I'm hoping the Jeep will pull that trailer because it was heavy anyway. Once I get it rolling, it should be absolutely fine. It's pulling just fine. I thought it might have a bit of a problem, but it's no worries whatsoever. I'm going to go and change my clothes because what we're going to be doing next, we're going to be dealing with acid. Or we will get acid as one of the products. And that's looking ahead to another project I'm going to move to at some point. Now, the other thing I noticed... Oh, no, it's because the months. That's right. I was thinking of something, but it wasn't actually correct. That was when I was doing some prep work. Like I said, the milk is going up fairly slowly, and because I'm on 3-day months, we got a little bit there. Their reproduction rate hadn't gone up, and I couldn't work out why, because I hadn't gone through a full month. I was thinking if they're not going to reproduce, I'll just put more sheep in there, but they will do. I just need to get to that point. So we'll sell all this off, and then we'll see where we stand financially, and we'll get the first of the buildings in that I want to get done, and then we'll get... Well, I'll show you what we can do. Diversification. I was saying in the previous episode, even if I don't... let's get all that on if we can. wow. Yeah. I think because we've moved out of the winter, the price for wood pellets is really falling. That would have been easily 50 grand before, but because that's more than I would normally have taken. But then at the end of the day, I cut down the trees on my land, we wood chipped. I've got 600,000 litres of wood chips sitting there. Oh look, there's another guy with a cowboy hat, so yeah, I'm not out of place. So yeah, I think we'll be fine. Now, next step. Do I take this trailer back up there, or do I pull in? We'll pull in first. We'll get sorted on what we're going to do. Yeah. So what I was saying, if even if I just stayed contracting, if I get to a point, I've got my own field with sunflower, no oats I put in it, but even if I use those oats to produce seed, like I did with the other stuff, and then I just continue doing contracts for people. I just do contracted work. I have the stuff here that keeps me ticking over and buying new machinery and bigger machinery if I need to. That's fine. I can't see myself in hard mode getting to a point where I own loads of fields, massive fields. I mean, maybe I will. Maybe I'll make enough money doing stuff like this that will be the case. But I'm just trying to think plot-wise how much room I'm going to need. Whether to put it here or put it over on this plot. I think I need the space for something else here. What I am going to do is come over to some of these. I don't know how many I need though. Let's unwrap some of the silage bales because we're going to need the silage. I'm not going to unwrap too many because I'm not sure how many I'm going to need to start off with, but I'll grab a few. We'll grab that one as well, and then that one from on top of there. We should be... And that way I'll clear the space out from there. Give us a bit more room to get through. Right, so I'm going to go through to here. Oh, I don't want to put it in front of the barn. I don't actually mind you, it could fit in here. In here, could fit in here, or in here. Maybe here by the trees, I'm thinking. You will see momentarily. So, 65,000 that just cost me. But we had the money, so I'm happy with that. And I put it over there in the end. That's me looking here. Pop. No, it's not there. It's over here. So, we've gone for the acetic acid production. Because there's a composter, and then there's this. This is produced and supplied by Zodelzocht. And what we can do with this is produce acetic acid. Now, acetic acid is vinegar. At the end of the day, can be used as a herbicide. You can use it in your own gardens. It's not necessarily an agricultural herbicide because vinegar breaks down the cells of, basically just destroys them, dissolves the cells on things. But it's not a herbicide that picks a specific thing. It's non-selective herbicide. It doesn't soak into the roots, but it will kill anything above ground, all the membranes, all that kind of stuff. Can be used as well if you put on rags or material, put it round things in your garden. Pets don't like it. Slugs, snails, those kind of things, not a big fan of acetic acid. So anyway, the process here, we're making acetic acid, but the byproduct technically is compost, although we get more compost than we do acetic acid. And I'm going to need the compost. And all we've got to do is put silage in. So silage in, acetic acid and compost out. And that's what we're going to be doing. And we do have our stuff around the back here somewhere. I can't remember which is which. I think that's the light switch, is it? There we go, that's our lighting. And then, which one was the signs? That one? There we go, look. Another use for your silage. Well, there's silage in, acetic acid, and then compost. But, I have to say, this is going to work quite well. So, next step. We'll turn that off. I'm going to whiz through. Let's grab the loader. I'm going to do it with... I think I'm going to do it with forks. I was going to do it with the bale, with the grab, but forks I think will work better. I'm not sure how much this is going to take. I might change my mind and then switch back to these, but let's use the bale spikes, bale forks. grab some of the bales that we've already unwrapped, and then what I'll do is, using the big bag handler, I'll then move the larger bales. Actually, I might leave them where they're actually for the time being. I don't know, it's quite decided yet. I was hoping I could get onto the end, but I don't think I will. What we'll do is I'll grab from the side first, then maybe I can get onto the end. Let's go up. Let's dig into there. I hope we get those ones up. There we go. I'm not, like I say, I'm not sure how much this takes actually. Can I get through that gap? Is that too narrow for bales? We'll make it through. No, I'm assuming I just put into this. I haven't actually. I might be able to get away with putting them in the front. I don't know, but let's see if we. It doesn't take me over really annoyed me. Is it dissolving that bale? I don't know if it is actually. What am I supposed to do in? These are silage bales. Does it not take bales? Does it only take loose? That seems a bit weird. Why would it not? Have I got to shred all of these? I would have thought it would take bales, surely. Doesn't look like it. So it looks like I have to lease a wagon anyway then. How am I going to get that bale out of there? I'll have to use the grab, won't I? The bale straps, the thingy straps. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, let's have a look then. What have we got under animals? If it doesn't take it in, then I don't know what I'm going to do. Should do, shouldn't it? Animals. What have we got available? What have we got on the bigger end? Oh, that's a bit more expensive, isn't it? Okay, maybe not. Might just have to just go with a standard. What's the capacity on that one? 24,000 litres, 22,000 litres, 18. To be fair, that is 45,000 litres. Then there is that one that will go up to 50,000 litres, but I haven't got a vehicle to run that on. I think we'll just go with the Fersang. How much is that to lease? 2,500. Oh, that's a no-brainer. Let's do that. Okay. No plan survives contact with MrSealyp. We all know that now. That's just a given, isn't it? Let me go and grab a tractor, go and grab that, then we'll try and hopefully do this loose. Bit weird, but I'm surprised it doesn't do two bales, but it's all good. So Okay, right. I'll start off with this. I'll grab a couple. So they're shredding. I've got it on tip side right, so it should now have. There we go. There we go. They just had to be shredded. That's all. And then I guess we'll let's set up a gauge on. Oh yeah, we'll take loads. I don't know how many I'm going to put in. I'll put a load in and then we'll get it running. Just trying to think, wow, I'm trying to think how much compost on it. Oh, I'll just make a load. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, does it? I have to say, the old baling, wow. I mean, it takes a bit of time, I guess. That's the thing. That's a good point, actually. What are we up to hours-wise? I haven't done an hours check, have I? 94.44 hours. Okay. That's a few hours. I'll pop this down here. I'm going to go and grab another load. And then we'll get it up and running. I suppose it would make more sense to take the mixer to the bales than just drop them in and bring the whole mixer back. I suppose it's as long as it's short, isn't it? Yeah, that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Those two from this side. Are those spikes long enough to go through those two and pick up that other one, do we reckon? It's worth a look. Does that have a front mower come up? I've been so hoping for a front mower to pop up. Oh no, I don't think it will. Never mind, okay. I'll go and get the mixer, let's bring that over, we'll get another load in. Actually, I can get it running now, can't I? I might as well. While I'm over here, I'll turn it all on. Might as well get some being produced already. So, acetic acid, on. Don't know how fast it's going to be producing. There we go, 2 litres of compost already. Boom! We're all over this. All over this. Get through there. Probably. What's the worst that could happen? I damage at least a piece of equipment. It's not the first time. It won't be the last either, I wouldn't imagine. I think both these stacks, I think I better check actually, because these ones were 3.5s. These are 3.5s as well, aren't they? Yeah. We're all good. Probably to actually turn that a little bit more to the side. Yep, it could definitely do it, turn that more to the side. What are the chances of that happening? Right, it's still taking them, that's alright. What were the odds? Yeah, so compost production is now underway. What am I going to do with it? Well, wait and see. because that'll be coming probably in the next episode. I'm going to keep an eye on the contract work. Also, I'm so tempted, I really am, but I need something in between those, not, you know, jumping from 170 to 500 horsepower is a bit of a leap, isn't it? I think I might take Rob up on his offer. We'll see what Mr. Webb gets. And we'll kind of go from there, yeah. Oh, come on. Well, that's the next load to get used to. I cannot leave that looking like that. What a mess. Sorry, I sealed your fate. Oh, unsealed it. Anyway, I think that's where we're going to leave it for this episode. I'm going to go and put this in. Got some more watermelon. I'll put those out to one side and we'll get those off to Freight Farm at some point. Yeah, everything's looking good. Oh yeah, I was going to check the contracts again, wasn't I? Just in case anything's different picked up. Nope, we're good. Like I say, I'm hoping I'll get some sowing contracts at some point. I need to go up and check on my field at some point as well and see the weed situation. Hopefully we haven't got anything growing. I guess we could check the old SAT map. Check on that, just in case. How we're looking. Up there, growth. Okay. Soil composition. Nothing showing for weeds yet. Oh, I did roll it, didn't I? I'm just saying, no, mulched is after it's been harvested. Let's have another check and see what we're looking at now. 109 litres of compost, 27 litres of acetic acid. The acetic acid, actually, yeah, where can we sell that? I'm not too sure. We'll have a look at pricing as well. No. The compost we're keeping, but the acetic acid, I haven't got a use for it, so we'll sell it on. 945, it's not mega money, but it's all right. The price is dropping, so I'm assuming if it goes up. Well, let's have a look, shall we? Price fluctuations, well, go up to 1,100. So it's going to increase now and gradually work up to April, May, June. So this acetic acid might be worth a few quid. Hey, it's silage. It's like I say, like it says on the sign, it's another use for silage. Why not? The fact I'm going to use the compost as well is brilliant, but the acetic acid I can sell, so we'll make a bit of money on that too. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're still enjoying it. If you are, and if you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.